Welcome back. It is still 98.3 Mainland FM, the sound of Lagos. Right now, it's time for us to move on to Mainland Focus. We'll pick one or two focal points, flesh things out, open up the phone line for you to be a part of the conversation. And let's see what is the major, hottest story trending right now. Of course, it's still the cashless, the cash policy. Let me put it that way. The cash policy, and there's looking at it from the perspective of the major headline of the Nation newspaper, where it says more banks are to close their branches for lack of cash to pay customers. And we're looking at is it now, and also the rider to that the NSA, that's the National Security Advisor, saying that the scarcity of the naira is beginning to affect military operations due to the fact that there are some soldiers that have been deployed to areas where there's no digital connection, all right, and so they have to go cash. They have to do cash-based transactions in those areas. So how do we compensate or take care, attend to the welfare of our gallant soldiers when they do not have cash to move around? And Fuad was saying something about synergy in this administration, from the budget, where something was added to the budget, and the Minister of Finance came forward and said, oh, I'm not even aware of something that was added to the budget that is supposed to be from your own office. And now we have a situation where a part of this administration, that is the CBN, brought out a policy. INEC, that's going to be having its major function done this year, was not carried along. The owners of the MDs of the banks, the chairmen of the banks were not carried along. The security advisors were not carried along. The Ministry of Finance, Budget and Planning not carried along.
She doesn't even know about it.
That she's not even aware. When it came out last year, that was what she said. That she's not even aware. So if you have situations like this where you're not even carrying people along, and you're just doing things, a lot of people are being affected by this.
Especially when it comes to implementation. Yeah,
it's the implementation. It's not the policy. I think we need to reiterate the fact that nobody has a problem with naira redesign or naira recolorization.
We've done that.
It is not a problem.
We did polymer.
From paper notes to polymer in 2019, it was not a problem. Charles Soludo, that was a smooth transition until the paper notes phased out. We were still spending the paper notes. But here we are, you brought out a design, and then in 100 days you expect that all of the old notes be mopped up. Now, Nigerians did not have a problem mopping up.
Even giving their most old notes to
everybody took their money to the bank. But then give me the one that you have made available. That is the problem. So make cash available to people. That's just the problem. Some people are saying, the federal government should obey the Supreme Court and everything. Nobody has a problem with whether or not there is a deadline. The point is not the deadline. The point is make the cash available to the people. All right. So that's another perspective to look at it, and looking at also what the military is saying, or what the NSA is saying, that it is affecting military operations. And don't forget that on Ballot 23 on Wednesday, we also looked at the fact that INEC has said the naira scarcity may be a disruption to the polls. All right. Although the CBN governor said, we'll make naira available for you. It's not a problem for you. You're a special candidate. But what about the NSA? Are they going to say the same thing to them? Why didn't you just carry them along in the first place?
What about ordinary Nigerians?
But what about ordinary Nigerians, which constitutes more than 90% of the populace that is being affected by this? And for how long can Nigerians cope with the major banks shutting down across the country? I have money. I worked hard to make my to make money and live the soft life, and then I need money, and then I go to the bank is shut. I go to the ATM, I can't collect more than 2,000 naira. That is even if the ATM is dispensing.
I never believed in my lifetime that would happen.
This is the problem. Nobody has access, and there's now black market for naira.
It will happen now because of when there's scarcity, black market thrives.
So
and they're using money to buy money.
So you're using money to buy money. And then, someone was saying the other day that now you collect, I think we've mentioned this over and over and over, how much, people go out of the POS are exploiting the situation. The filling stations are exploiting the situation. There's a lot of people out there that are taking advantage of this particular problem that we are all in.
But look at the way petty traders will suffer. Look at the guys who sell on the streets.
The Wosi people.
Yeah, because if you don't have the cash, you simply don't buy. Okay, if I had to buy, for example, sausage roll in traffic, how do I pay?
All right, so I'm coming back to the statement of some people or some presidential candidates also said it, that is this a necessary sacrifice that we have to make as Nigerians at this time, because there is an end that is more profitable.
Which end? Before you get to the end, so you should die before you get to the end.
Curbing vote buying.
Which vote buying now? Again, Sandra, I've covered elections. Like I said, my first really major job as a journalist covering election was during the Funshaw Williams era in Lagos, then. And I have to tell you, it's not, vote buying is only done with money. Sandra, vote buying is not only done with money. They can share
rice, they can share bread.
Don't let us give them the idea of rice.
Okay,
so we don't say it on radio. But there are different ways to vote buying beyond the use of cash. So many ways.
Let me not say what they can do.
If you see some of the...
It's okay.
The Boko Sebe.
It's okay.
Okay, don't worry. Don't let us go into this.
Let's not give them
so what we are saying is that
what they can use to vote by.
Don't just try to cash a few rats and then burn the entire bush. And the reality is that the people you are chasing after will always find a way around these things.
Some people were saying, are you telling me that these politicians, they don't know how to go around their way with the branch managers and saying, I need, a certain amount of cash, and for people that sell mints at parties to have access to
Sandra,
the notes?
I did a research 2-3 days, and so I was reaching out to the vendors of these mints, people that sell mints in parties, and I said, where do you get these things from? Do you know a lot of them told me they don't even get it from the banks? That there are special arrangements with who I won't say on radio where these monies come from. That the ones that come from the bank will have the stamps of the banks, but the ones they sell don't directly come from the banks. So there's also a back end to how these guys get these means, not necessarily from the banks.
All right, so now it is a serious problem. If you say that the legal the old notes cease to be legal tender from a certain point, and then you have banks shutting down across the country, so that means you don't even have access to deposit the old notes and to collect new ones. Even if you're not giving me the new ones, what about the old ones? So now this is a big problem. Banks are closing down. Some banks have shut down all their branches nationwide. Some bank officials are scared to go to work.
And the NSA. This is a period
I'm
where
getting there.
So much insecurity. Yeah.
And banks are shutting down, and then you have the fact that bank officials are scared to go to work. So even if banks are open, you go in and it's scarcely occupied. So you have that as a serious problem. Okay, and then you also have the fact that the military is also speaking out and saying that the scarcity is affecting military operations. Someone would tend to ask, why are we buying weapons with cash? Are we doing operations with cash? However, they have come forward to say that there are some areas in this country of ours that soldiers are deployed and do not have access to digital operations. So if they don't have access to digital operations, that means that they need fiscal cash to be able to carry out their day-to-day activities. They need to buy food, they need to feed themselves, majorly I think it's majorly food. I think that's majorly what they would need it for. And Yoruba will say it is what you have inside that you used to move outside.
Military vehicles, diesel, petrol, a whole lot of logistics go with military operations that need cash in those areas.
And also, we've discussed the INEC situation on Wednesday. So we're just looking at it from this point of view. What are your thoughts as regards the updates on the federal government stand as regards the CBN policy on the redesigned notes? Let's open up the phone line now. 09136 000 410 09136 000 410. That's the number for you to call, or you can send a text message or a WhatsApp message and share your thoughts. If you call in, you have just 2 minutes. Please keep it clean. Very, very important that you please keep it clean, and just let's wrap things up within that 2 minutes. Would appreciate it. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, John.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, there is this saying that says Alagbagbado. Where I get that, do you understand that? It's a dialect.
It's okay.
The roasted dog meat is sweet. Are you with me?
Okay.
But before the roasted dog meat is ready, you have to feed on something now. Abi? Something have to do in your belly. I never for once, I'm about 60. I never for once thought that Nigeria would descend so low to this abysmal level. The people managing our affairs are incoherent, they are disjointed, I don't think, you just imagine what you are reading for us in the newspapers today. They look at, are they paying for military direct now? Because if the military are not, if they are not having money to carry on with their operation, to go ahead with the operation, what do you think will happen? We have money in the banks, we cannot withdraw it. And they are, like I said yesterday, they are taking us to, and I won't say they are taking us to go for the me at the point of this, my little transactions, 2,000, 5,000, 3,000 to come in and go out on daily basis, not there anymore. I can't make it. And my family, I don't know what is happening. These people are, I don't want to use continental language because of the radio. But it's unfortunate. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. John from Ogba. I appreciate. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Mr. Sonda. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Agafo, good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
This is Mr. Timothy calling you from Ojo.
Okay.
My take this morning in all of these shenanigans that we are having is that APC government has failed Nigeria. That's the truth. Because there's no synergy between the executive and the APC administration itself. I don't say anything understanding. Because how can you run a digital government without having a digital president who understand all these things? This is what we have been saying. Because there's no way the head can work without the neck rotating the head. Every part of the body has to work to make the body function. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
And because all of these things is because the person in the end of the affair does not understand what he's doing. And the people working with him, they are afraid to tell you the truth. And the way they are being carried on again. Because since the APC recession, none of their policy have favored common masses. Just that this one is worse now, that is why all of us are crying. Tell me which of their policies have benefited the common masses almost. The person with the hem of our, let us think what they want to say. And what you want to say, you say the other thing.
Thank you.
The right thing. Have a nice day. Have a bad day.
Thank you. It is well.
That's true. And this issue of focus this morning, you see, you will not blame a lot of Nigerians when they say that this Buhari transition program is like a Google trap. It's like telling somebody to run 100 meters, complete that place. You will fall inside. That is, they know that each whole thing is going to sabotage this transition program. What they cannot get money for transport. So you get to wonder how transparent this whole thing is. You know, my problem is that the judiciary is going to play a program because when they have to recall all the judges to be a floodgate of litigations. You know, so that's my own thinking. Yeah, God bless you.
Amen. Thank you very much, Barrister Oko. 091360004. Okay.
Imagine my dad just 3 of rice from all this food stuff seller. They still charge me an extra money.
Wait, hold on. Is it POS or from the rice seller?
Yes. Okay. Leave the POS. Let me do normal tax to you. It's the same thing. So when where they ask me cash, I don't think cash, but this one I'm not using POS. Let me transfer to you. This country. Now I don't know where to go.
So did they collect the transfer or did not?
There's no. They say that country. I got three papers, right? 8,100 naira. They say I will pay extra.
All right, thank you.
That's the reality of online Nigerians.
Yes, that's yes. We are with you. We are with you.
So I'm just like, because I would like to see my children because of all this nonsense.
Okay, thank you.
This 2023, Lagos just give us. That's where we think the right thing to do.
Thank you very much. All right, you just mentioned something. I said 3 derricks for 8,000 naira. And that's another problem on its own. But then 09136000410. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Ayo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this, to me, I look at it that the people that came up with this policy, they've not given a critical thought over it. They've not considered all the considerables. But if they did, they will come up with this. We are not right yet. We are not right enough. We are not right yet for that. Because one, we don't have a stable network. That's the major aspect of it. Because okay, we've accepted the cashless policy. I want to make transfer. It couldn't go. What will you do? I want to buy something. Maybe you are in the shop and I want to buy something, and you make a transfer, but it couldn't go. They can't give you the goods now.
No. So
what are you going to do? So that is the issue. So they have not even considered that. And they have not considered that there are some local government that does not even have banks. You understand? Some areas that does not have network coverage. So fine, you want to punish some people for the detriment of the masses. You understand? You want to punish some people for this. It's a good policy. If you want to use it to curb food buying, fine. Then to me, I look at it that the politicians you want to stop from buying votes. They are still buying votes now. Have you not heard what Sanwo-Olu has said now? He has now slashed down the transport fare to 50%.
Is that
vote buying? Part of vote buying. Yes, he's giving food now to people. He's not part of vote buying.
That was a kind gesture now, Mr. Ayo.
Yes, it's a kind gesture. We know at this period for the past 3 years. Why did he do it? Is it that he did the election is going to do it?
No, hold on, Mr. Ayo. He said he's doing that because of what is happening currently, to make things...
we know, Sandra, we know. Thank you very much. 2 weeks ago, Bulon Van meet its way. You understand? Bulon Van meet its way. And they enter into compound. I think it was a mistake. So we know all this. So the people who are talented now, they cannot be affected. They know how to steal their money. It is you and I that is going to be affected, my sister.
Yes,
so the central bank and the Supreme Court has given you anything. Let us organize ourselves. Let us come back to round table and organize this thing very well.
Okay.
So it will not affect all this. They are suffering.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Well, all of us, including me that's sitting here. Hello, good morning.
Okay.
It's all right. Engineer FM.
What do you call your name, Baba?
Fuad.
Professor Fuad.
Good morning.
Madam Sandra.
It's okay.
President Sandra. Thank you very much.
Carry on.
See, I only have one point to say. I want to beg all our military personnel, all the men, to just assist us on this election. That they should not support any crime. Let's just stand beside all the citizens so that no hoodlums or these hooligans boys will come and disturb our election. I'm begging them now, if they are hearing us, please, this sufferness is enough. Enough is enough. You know the man to put on the seat now. They should not come and disturb us when we are trying to put the right man on the seat because of what is going on now. Maybe I told you people then that the house is already broke. Maybe you can see now 2 governors from the same party challenging the authority of the president and the CBN. Let them destroy themselves, and the right people will now come on the seat. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Comrade Ibrahim.
Yes, Mr. Sandra, Mr. Fuad.
Morning, sir.
God bless you.
And that's why APC as a party is not backing down. Because they are seeing the policy as APC policy. And that's why the party is saying this is not our policy. Since you are relating it to APC, look at what the what is it called? Have said about our military.
NSA.
The NSA, sorry. When those military, when they are going to money market, they go with their money to go and buy their little things at the war front. And you say they should go with cashless policy. Is that even the problem? Look at this story someone just narrated. Let me give you something. I am a POS operator. I have POS companies around. About 4 of my branches have been closed down. You know why? I am, by the grace of God, a senior citizen, by whatever you may want to think of. Look, I have approached many people to get money, cash. Do you know they said they were going to sell it for me? And I said, if it is for me to buy and take it to my company, I will never buy those naira. I said I will never. Someone said I should come and take 100,000 naira for 10,000 naira. And I should take it to those my branches, and you think I should start giving for free? Those are the things. And many people, some of these POS companies you are seeing are buying those. A woman who is selling pepper, who wants to give money out, will say you should bring money to give you money. How do you think the other person is going to use it for? This policy is totally wrong, and we are not going to take it from them. Good morning.
Good morning, Comrade Ibrahim. Thank you very much. I don't know. Hello.
A very good morning to you, Lady Sandra.
Good morning, Prince Wires.
Yes, my dear. Mr. Fuad, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
May God bless all of you to Friday. As I'm going now, I'm going to my bank once again. I went there the other time, no money. I didn't care. Went to the counter, money. And the Mr. Emefiele, the central bank, is in Nigeria. They are giving money to banks. How much are they giving them? Because we were supposed to give 20 million in bank, and bank received 2 million. How do we want that bank to share with millions of their customers? So it seems to me, Mr. Fuad, that this Emefiele is inciting the masses against the bank. Because when you go to bank, I can't get any money from the bank. People will say, December might say they are giving you money. Where is the money?
That's why they are burning banks, you know.
That I'm afraid. If there's a riot to say, Emefiele to be whole responsible for all this. You mop up about 3 trillion and you put 300 billion. How can you match each other? What are we talking about? The number one offender today that is punishing the poor masses today is Emefiele. Because the moment you know the amount you are going to mop up, try to print this, you spend billions of naira to print this money, according to the news. So who is punishing Nigeria today? If I will say who is punishing Nigeria, I will say Emefiele number 1, Attorney General number 2, Mr. President, the Commander-in-Chief, is the overall president that is punishing Nigeria today. Because if I was president of Mr. President, I will order Emefiele, please give them money to start a month before we can close the chapter. So for me, it is better for Mr. Emefiele to tell us how much is he giving to the bank each market. Let us know. You can't be telling me you give money to bank. That's not the start money to particular bank. If I'm a businessman,
thank you,
and I'm selling market, if I finish selling the one I'm having at the hand, if I have confidence, I'll get another one back. What's wrong with this?
Thank you, Prince.
Let me come back. God bless you, my dear. Thank you.
It's okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm calling for Songwater.
Songwater.
This is Rashid on the line.
Okay.
Mr. Fuad.
Morning, sir.
Do you think that a white professor and people that go to school in this country, it seems that nobody goes to school. We ordinary Nigerians, I went to eat somewhere yesterday, I ate 500 food. I said I want to transfer to them. The woman said I should pay 100 naira offer for food that I want to eat. There's nothing I know. I even fight. People are looking at me say, "What are you fighting for?" All these things happening that people do something of the world. There's nothing you complain against that people don't change the person. Why would they allow all these things to be happening in Nigeria? You want to buy fuel, you pay before you. They don't even take card. They don't even take a transfer. You will be there now. They say they are paying the transfer. What will you do? You put your card to home. This is so good. When they are telling them that they are cheating us, well, we know. What can we do again than to just throw our face back to them? It's not good. This thing, that's like country that shit.
Hello.
I do not fight for them. So thank you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Mr. Shegun. Okay, so let's take some messages at this point. You're listening to 98.3 Mainland FM. The focus for this morning is looking at two things as regards, the cash issue that we're having right now in this country. Banks are shutting down and people are not having access to their money. And also the NSA, that is the National Security Advisor, coming forward to say that the scarcity is now beginning to affect military operations. So how bad would it get before something urgent is done to solve the issue at hand? We have here, good morning, Fuad and Sandra. Those who are against the good ruling of the Supreme Court suspending the harsh and wicked deadline of February 10th, 2023 of the CBN before February 25. I am Adile in Festac Town. Old news or not, the deadline elapsed today, and yet the CBN has not told us anything if they are obeying the Supreme Court or not.
They will be.
Even the commercial banks are confused on this. I'm at a crossroad. I don't want my old naira to be an illegal tender. Jacob Kuhn from Shomolu. As of right now that we're speaking,
still illegal tender.
It is still legal tender. Yeah. So no one should
no fears,
should not accept
or panic.
Exactly. Awolo Christopher from Shogule. I thought it is good that the federal government has obeyed the Supreme Court interim injunction in its selective obedience to court order. Nevertheless, I'm happy that it would vacate the injunction. The policy should not be extended. Once it's not extended, the new notes will be available. The federal government should use the security agencies to arrest all bank officials colluding with corrupt politicians bent on frustrating the good policy. Have a nice weekend. Thank you very much. It is a good policy, just as you mentioned, but then is the implementation. Good morning, Sandra and Fuad. The man that called earlier, it wasn't Derika, but Paint that he said, okay. Because I heard Derika.
I think it's Paint.
Emeka from Bagada. Thank you very much. Paint. Yes,
Yeah.
I heard what I heard was Derika. All right. Who is not taking your calls? That's very interesting. Good morning to you all, my beloved people, and may the joy of the Lord be your strength. Amen. The scarcity of cash may be a problem to the military since they are performing essential duties on daily basis. But how about other paramilitary? Are they not in the same problem? In fact, the worst affected by this cash policy, I would say, are the policemen that are collecting money from motorists. We, the Nigerian masses, will come out of this problem stronger than before. For that which is masses is greater than the governor of CBN and the PMB government. This one will soon pass. Pastor Sunday from Magburo in Ogun State. Thank you very much. Also here, almost all banks around Isolo are under lock and key. And someone is talking about deposit of old notes when new notes are nowhere to be seen. Zamfara State Governor should tell us another thing. If Nigerian safety means anything to him, he should have taken federal government to court over unending killings and kidnappings. Over fuel scarcity, as to strike, many policies that have taken the country down. Setting up Presidential Transition Council now, wonderful thinking, but that's not the priority. People are hungry, no fuel, no cash, plus insecurity and more. These are our problems. These goodbye packages of the president is regrettable and unfortunate.
What a goodbye package, yes.
It's called a goodbye package. Oath of neutrality. Is it the type of oath this politician take and still loot us dry? unless they will swear with Ahmad Dioha or Shogo, maybe then they will perform. I'm fed up with this country. Where una keep?
Don't be fed up. Yeah?
Where's Leah Sharibu federal government? Where's
Chijoke,
DME Saka? It's Chijoke. DME Saka is all over the country. He's not in one place. He's not at all.
Baba is busy.
He's very busy. It's election season, so he's not available at all. All right, and also here, good morning, Sandra and Fuad. I greet you calmly. Why are state governors, senators, reps, people serving under this government crying and even carrying the federal government to court? When there was fuel scarcity, nobody said anything because they are not affected by the fuel scarcity. It's only the poor that are now affected, and now this one affects their money that they saved in their houses, and that's why they are crying. We ordinary Nigerians, we need availability of fuel and naira. That's all. Song Attacker from Ikeja, I completely agree with you. 09136000410. You have just 2 minutes, and please keep it clean. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah,
this is Mokoda. Okay, calling from. Okay, all right.
Yes, I'm not a state state of price. I think I have
I think we've
morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm going to get from Imo. Yeah.
Imo. Resolve the issue.
I think the Supreme Court judgment has nullified other 7 days. We have to work with the Supreme Court now. Now that the governors have gone to court, yeah.
Okay. Having said that, you see, my take on this issue is that I will still blame Mr. President on this, because if he has fight corruption the way he promised to fight corruption from inception, I think we will be passing all this through this cashless policy by now, because what they are doing is fire brigade approach on the issue. If he has fight corruption, because the reason why Nigeria voted in 2015 massively is because of that is a promise of fighting corruption. But you now find out that as soon as it gets to even the corruptions is even the ones that are more on this account. So that is what we are facing now. Then, but as it is now, it is the masses that are suffering, because right here now, collecting 10,000 naira, the PS people are collecting 2,000 naira from us. So who is suffering? They are the ones suffering it. Now election is coming again, and Nigerians are still looking at APC. Left for me, APC and PDP should be out of this. What's the name? Out of this election. Nobody should do. Yeah, nobody should even look at that side of voting for them. So let me stop there. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. God bless you. My name is Peter. I am calling from Jim.
Okay, good morning, Peter.
Thank you. You see, this policy of Naira...
Hello? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Can always call back,
0913600.
Morning, sir.
You are feeling the same heat. Now they are going to the bank, they are not seeing money. It will be wise. Now, Sandra, you people are saying that labor people are mobilizing workers for protest. Have you?
Yes.
I don't have faith in labor. What I know is that they are fighting for their own pocket. So they should not come and tell me they are mobilizing anything. By the time they mobilize, they will go and have a meeting around 12 midnight. In the morning, they will come and start singing another song. They should not tell me about mobilizing or anything. I'm not interested in that. Now, you know what is happening? I went to a filling station yesterday. Total filling station. At Peru. You know what they are doing? They will tell you that they don't have, they cannot collect cash. And there is a girl somewhere that is doing POS.
Yeah.
You will still go and meet that girl and buy money from her and go and pay them. And when you pay them, for the fuel. They will still cover and they carry the fuel, the money, and still give that girl. That's what is happening. So people are now using all kinds of devices to suffer us. The whole government is suffering us is not enough for them. They are suffering us. They are joining to suffer us and join. I don't know how this thing will be resolved.
All right.
I'm telling you, Sandra. As I'm talking to you now, I don't have one cover and I can't go out. I don't know what I will do. I've not even eaten today.
It's still early, Mr.
My family also is also hungry. There's no place to see food. There's nothing.
It's too early to eat.
Yeah. So what will I tell my children now? Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much. That is unfortunate, but that's the reality of millions and millions of Nigerians right now, especially with the fact that banks are even shutting down. So it's a different case when, okay, even if the banks are giving me 2,000, let me still collect the 2,000. But there's nothing to give. And so they have shut down, and they're afraid of opening up, before people vent, their frustration on them. So that's the situation that we are in. That's the reality on ground. And so what exactly is the way forward? Make cash available, and who is going to give that order? We don't know, but it's okay. 091-36000410. Hello, please. Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Abdul from Oba.
Okay.
Thank you.
Morning, sir.
It is very interesting that some of us, we are very happy that the policy will not make money available to buy votes. Suddenly, it now dawned on us that it is going on generally. Last about 3 days ago, one of the chieftains, former ministers of PDP, said on television, channels in particular, that what crime is it in rivals? That if you want to promote any of the products in the television and radio, you have to make adverts. So they have to use the voters. What I'm trying to say is that means one vote cut across parties. I told you my experience in Nation that all of them bought votes. The same thing makes it. So by now, for us in the public, we can now see that whatever our action and inaction, after the repercussion will continue to try. Did you remember Emefiele? Why he was given second time was because of our pressure that the president is nepotic. That all the people that he was appointing were from
North.
Yeah, and we are so pressing on him. So that at that time, the pressure made him to retain him. And now, we come around and blame president. It takes an angel to run Nigeria. Good morning, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jadu. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Miriam from New Koba, Agike.
Okay. Good morning, Miriam. Please go ahead.
I said, what Mr. Okandumwa said is true. Even the mobile in Okoba here, they are doing the same thing. Then the POS lady there, they are going to give people cash. And they'll tell you they don't want cash. And immediately you pay them the cash, they are going to give it back. That is bad. Nigerians, we are the problem of ourselves. The governments are doing their own, and we, the masses, we are also doing our own. Why? Even the food seller will tell you you have to add 100 naira for charges. Why? I'm tired though. We need to vote wisely.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Miriam. I appreciate you calling in this morning. 091-36000410. Let's get your thoughts on this particular one. Banks are shutting down. The NSA is also crying out. I mean, it's the naira scarcity is affecting military operations. Hello. Good morning. Oh no. No.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Lloyd. I'm calling from I'm on my way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your name is what?
My name is Lloyd. LLOYD.
Lloyd. Okay.
Yeah, and the policy or whatever we are doing so good if the implementation is right. You know what I'm saying? Hello?
Yes, we agree.
Have you been if person walk into the bank payment freely, you can withdraw a minimum of 30,000 per day. The policy is so good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So the whole issue or the whole system was bastardized at the level of implementation. Because I am obedient to respecting operational system of any organization. He said we shouldn't be using the word failure intent, but let me use the word not doing well. When you are not doing well, and he said not to agree that you are not doing well, whoever that says you are not doing well, you are raising your attention to challenging that person and telling you to people will be seeing the worst part of that person. That's what's happening in this present government.
Okay.
These people keep on not doing well, Whenever you rise up to challenge, they are not doing well. The agents of the government will also be challenging you. And that's what is happening now. So I also want to foresee that any attempt for Nigerians again to keep this government in place on next election, I'm sorry for this country. They don't have what it takes. Let me tell you one thing. Nigeria is resources. Those you are voting in are managers of the resources. We don't have good people to manage our resources. That's why we are facing these challenges. And no SSC member can rise to the attention of managing our resources very well. Thanks. That's my own take.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Lloyd. Appreciate. That's all the phone calls that we can take for today, unfortunately. But then let's see the messages that we still have on ground. I have here, good morning, Sandra. This is George from Yaba. It's like APC supporters are the ones wailing now. Please, where is Femi Adesina? It's been long. I heard his voice. I want to hear his voice. I see the sarcasm. I'm sensing the sarcasm in that one. Benga, George. Thank you. Good morning, Sandra and Fuhad. Please help announce that there's fuel almost in all filling stations within Bagada and its environment.
I mentioned it this morning.
Yes, and their POS is working perfectly in order to ease people spending for POS to get money for fuel. A maker from Bagada is giving us that update. Thank you very much.
I think the first situation is getting better, Sandra.
Yes, the first situation. I said filling stations within Bagada and its environment. That you can speak for Bagada.
I came all the way from
some are even selling for 185.
I think that's getting better.
Okay.
Baba Kaya is doing wonders.
It's okay. He said 1 week. So he said 1 week. Our family member is doing good. Good morning, Sandra. I understand that the redesign affected 500, 200, and 1,000 naira respectively. But what is happening with the lower denomination, the 100, 50, 20, 10, and 5? They should make it available. Elias, Innocent. Thank you very much. Good question. But they've closed. The banks have closed. So even the 100 naira that they can even still give us to manage, we can't have access to that one either. All right. I also have High Mainland FM on the issue of the scarcity of naira and people getting money. It's true that the money is coming directly, but I will put it as a conspiracy. But it's true. The wrapping papers, if you can see from videos, do not carry any bank name. Let them make 150 naira available. If they don't want big money in circulation, at least it will help people spend and the economy to move, as people are hoarding the little they can get their hands on. Bullion van came to a market yesterday. Which market? Sean, I'm interested. Bullion van came to a market yesterday. People were running after it, and it turned out to be that the bullion van was empty. The banks had to beg the customers because they got angry. But what is the bullion van doing?
It was good to have some comic relief out of this very bad situation, but again.
Sean from Festa, thank you very much.
They thought the money had come now.
They were excited. Good morning, Sandra and Fuad. Permit me to direct this question to Fuad. Is there a chance that naira scarcity would increase its value in international market?
Yeah.
You remember that before this cashless policy, there was a free fall of the naira. Some people abroad have new notes.
No, it's not going to. Again, inflation. There are issues with inflation. It's not this policy that would solve that problem. It's not this monetary policy. It's just
no, but he's saying that the scarcity that we are facing now, is this something that will
help with inflation?
Lift? Yes.
I don't think so. It's not. The value of the naira is dependent on so many other issues other than this kind of policy.
Okay. Good morning, Sandra. My name is Mr. Tony from Ogba. Now that the AGF said they will obey the court order on the old Naira note, but the same court give order on the case of Nnamdi Kanu and they refuse to obey. Why? This is quite unfortunate. It's okay. Sandra and Fuhad, good morning. Let's tell ourselves the truth. APC don't know about governance. They are only good in opposition. It's a pity. God save Nigeria. Please, my greetings to Ade Misaka. And that is Baba Femo from Ikeja, sharing that one. And finally, I have good morning, Sandra and Fuad. This CBN and federal government policies is forcing common man HBP, no money for JAM, WAEC, NECO forms, even school fees, and closing date is coming. CBN, federal government, where do we go from here? Pastor Jackie from Lawanson. That's it. All right, so that's all we can take for this morning. Let's await. Things seem to be looking good on the oil side, so maybe we should give them the required 7 days and see till February 15th or after what will be the outcome.
Maybe we can have a golden announcement come over the weekend that look, let's return back to normal. Let the old notes be circulated alongside notes, all right, it's not impossible.
That's it. That's it for this morning. Thank you very much to everyone who was a part of the show. We appreciate, and to everyone who tuned in, we also appreciate. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next is ArcView Half Hour right here on 98.3 Mainland FM.